Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha and I am the Gem Priestess. I am an energy healer who is here to teach you guys all about spirituality, really just getting down to the basics of spirituality and just what that really means, from crystals to your energy and tarot cards and just there's so much going on in the spiritual community that I am here to just break that down for you guys. But being an energy healer, of course I do offer energy healing services. So if you're interested in that, or you've seen a couple of my videos and you really are just really curious about it, down in the description box will be a link to my website. You guys can go ahead and click that and check out just really what it means to be an energy healer, and you can hear from past clients of mine what their experience was, and you can see my very wide variety of services that I do offer. And I am always adding on new services as I am learning other healing modalities and just new things to really just bring to you guys and give to you guys too. But for today's video, we are going to be continuing with, our laws of the universe. So if you have not seen that video, I would definitely suggest seeing that first, as it goes over the first 6 laws of the universe. And this video will be, the last 6 laws of the universe. And so, without further ado, let's just get into this. All right, so the first, law that we are going to talk about is going to be the law of cause and effect, or it's just, easier known as the law of karma. And really just what that means is it's just whatever energy that you put out into the universe, you are going to get that back too. So really, a lot of times when we're talking about, raising our vibrations and really, calling in something new, a lot of times people will use that, you might have heard the oh, when you go out, make sure to, tip extra, or, if you go out and buy a cup of coffee, tip what, the amount of, what the cup of coffee was. So that really what you're getting used to is you're not getting used to hoarding in everything, because if you hoard that in, the universe is going to hoard away from you too, and it's not going to be, even if it wants to give you something, it's not going to be able to, because you're so closed off. So it's really about opening yourself up and really just giving out what you're wanting to bring back into. So that's really just a lot of what the law of karma is about, is to really just watch for what it is, what energies you're sending out, because they can come back to you, or even just come back through you and via your friends and your family. So it really is important to watch what it is that you're doing and saying and feeling, because sometimes they're not all with the best intentions, and so sometimes that that can mean that you're open for those intentions to come back to you too. So it's really just all about keeping your energy clear and open, and being able to call in more of those things too, because you now have created you giving that, so now it's open for you to receive that back too. All right, and the next law is known as the law of compensation. And I would honestly say this law is probably something that people really, really, really struggle with. I can speak from experience that I, still maybe even struggle from this too. And really what this law means is just the universe wants to compensate you for what you are doing, for what you've done. Compensate you in terms of money, in love, in, relationships, in happiness, in, strengthening the relationships that you have, and just all of that good stuff. The universe wants to pay you for that. But when sometimes we tell stories that, oh my gosh, I haven't done enough, or I'm not worth getting this or that or whatever, it literally can't come to us. The universe is sending it to us, and it's just bouncing right off of us because we are not open to receiving it. So really what this law is about is really just opening up your energy, because the universe is not malice. It doesn't want you to suffer. It doesn't want you to struggle, whatever that might be. The universe wants you to be happy. The universe is here to give you everything that you want. So why tell ourselves stories that it doesn't work, and why close ourselves off from being compensated for what we're doing, or for even just being and existing? A lot of people will have a story that, oh my gosh, I worked so hard to get here. But you didn't have to do that. The universe already wants to compensate you. The universe wants to give you your soulmate. The universe wants you to be a millionaire. The universe wants you to be happy beyond your wildest dreams. So it's really just about opening up your energy to really working with that and really, being able to accept what the universe wants to give you. The universe wants to give you your dream job and, wants to give you everything that you want. The universe has it and is ready to give it to you. You will just aren't ready to accept it yet. And so that's really just open up your aura, open up your energy, get comfortable in receiving things from people and from the universe, because that's all that is really waiting at this point, is just you being able to be open to these energies. All right, and the next law, which I think is something that is really important when, really wanting to manifest and really, kind of working through, these stories and these programs that we have going on in our subconscious, is going to be the law of relativity. And so really what that means is just we as individuals, determine how good something is, how bad something is, and that definitely differs from person to person, so sometimes we, might think something about ourselves and you're like, wow, like I really, really love this about myself. Sometimes maybe if you are very loud and boisterous and you just have a lot of, personality, you might love that about yourself. And then there's someone else who is the exact same way but thinks that that's really bad about themselves. That's their least favorite part about themselves. So it can be something as simple as that, or just something like, I got in a car accident today, I got in a fender bender today, and, most people would think like, oh my God, like I will have to worry about this, and, this is so bad, and oh my gosh, and, whatever. But then there are people who are out there who are like, yeah, that this happened to me, but, I, could have, something worse could have happened to me, while I was driving, and this delayed me, or, just something simple like that. It's really just thinking about, what, has happened to you, what is currently happening to you, just really thinking that, and it really just determines, what's good, what's bad, and the rate of how good or bad. And so that differs from person to person. And so with that really helps us to work through, again, these programs that are running in our subconscious, and really, because we can change those stories. We can say, no, that wasn't a bad thing, that was a good thing, and this is how I made it work for me, and this is how I'm going to make it work for me now. So it's very much just, you can change the stories that, do play on in your head, and really do work through that and work around that. So then that way you're not stuck, with these weird, crazy stories that hold you back. You are now, feeling good, feeling great, feeling confident, because that's what you are. And, you just make all of these different things just work for you now. Alright, so the next law of the universe is going to be the law of polarity. And so really just what that means is that, for every, everything has a polar opposite. So, let's say if you are kind of in a lower place right now, you can't, there's an even better place waiting for you. Or, when wanting to manifest, sometimes we can think of things that we don't want better or easier than things that we do want, but that's really just the same thing, because from knowing what we don't want, we can then know what we do want. So that's really just, all that is just really there is a complete opposite of that. So we can learn from, our past mistakes or past, choices and stuff like that, and really learn and turn that around into, being what we want it to be, and we really truly need it to be, so to say. The only thing that I would say about that is really don't get stuck in the, what I don't want, because then if that's all that you're saying to yourself, that's what the universe is going to bring you, because the universe doesn't hear the word don't. So if you say, I don't want to be poor, then all the universe hears is I want to be poor, and will bring that to you. So really don't get stuck in that, because that's going to lower your vibration down, and that's why the universe does bring that to you. So really, you can think like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to be poor, I want to be this, and this. And so then that way, when you are now listing out those things, you're spending more time working and raising your vibration to match those things that you want, because you can say them, you can visualize visualize them, you can focus on them, versus just, oh, well, I just don't want to be poor. Like they very much have different energies, and so that's what the universe picks up on, and that's why the universe will bring that to you. Even if you say, I don't want to be this, all the universe hears is, I want to be this. So definitely, you know, keep on with that. You know, don't stay in that negative space and that negative energy and those, you know, the more bad side of, you know, the polar opposites thing. Definitely stay more on the better side of that, of, okay, well, I want this, this, and this, because then the universe can better bring that to you. All right, and the next law of the universe is the law of perpetual motion. So really just what that means is just that everything is always moving and evolving and changing. And so it's really about, you know, being open to that change, because if not, then like, how can we really truly manifest things if we're not really open to the, you know, things changing in our lives, and, you know, the world changing, and, you know, just anything along those lines. We can't really accept, you know, new things from the universe that will change our lives if we're stuck with what we have, and we're like, nope, I want this, I'm gonna keep this, I don't want to leave this, you know, whatever, insert story here. We then can't change and can't move things and move, you know, energy through us and all of that kind of stuff. We can't do that because we are so stuck in, you know, the what we have, and, you know, what, you know, we don't want to let that go to change our lives. And really, you know, it doesn't always mean that change is bad, change is negative. You know, really, there are forces out there that want us to change for the better, for the best of us, and to give us the best things possible. So it's really just about being open to, you know, really truly being open to change and growth and all of that stuff, so then we can call in more stuff and really get things moving, and, you know, just get our lives and ourselves moving too. Alright, and the last law of the universe is going to be the law of giving and receiving. So really just what that means is that both of those energies, you know, the energy of giving and the energy of receiving, because they are both, you know, very different energies, but both of them do exist within, you know, all of us, every single one of us. And so for, you know, the real flow of energy to really work through us and to really just be that sweet spot that, you know, we always talk about, is, you know, both of those energies have to be balanced for us to really be able to just kind of hit that manifesting thing just right smack on the head. You know, it's very much, that's how, you know, we get energy flowing through us and out of us, and really can, you know, work on, you know, we can receive from the universe and we're able to give that to other people, you know. So that's just really what that is. Or a lot of times, you know, working with, you know, let's say with spiritual people, you know, working with a coach and stuff like that, a lot of times that's how, you know, those things really work. You know, you can receive, truly receive, you know, their healing energies, or, you know, just what their lessons that they have to say, because you are giving them something too. You know, that's very much how things have worked, you know, since, you know, the dawn of man, is it's very much been, okay, well, if you do this, I'll give you this. And so that's very much just, again, those are two very different energies that then have to coexist evenly inside of us to really be able to create that connection with the universe. Because we, you know, can't really, you know, give, you know, the universe like, oh, hey, can I borrow, you know, can I have your pair of shoes? I'll give you this top. That doesn't really work in terms of the universe. So it's really just getting comfortable with those energies inside of us, so that then we can, you know, really create that, you know, relationship and connection with the universe to be able to receive what they want to give us. Alright, you guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. You guys are now, you know, if you've watched this video and the video of the other 6 laws of the universe, you guys now know the laws of the universe, are now definitely, you know, have learned them, and hopefully will have practiced them and really work with them. You know, if you guys have any questions, you guys can definitely leave a comment down below, or even down in the description box will be a link to my Instagram and my Twitter. You guys can definitely follow me over there. Shoot me a DM. I definitely love, you know, hearing from you guys and answering your guys' questions. So definitely go ahead and check that out. And like I said, you know, if you are feeling this and, you know, you really are like, what is an energy healing? I want to read up on that a little more. Also in the description box will be a link to my website. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Here, you know, kind of how I became an energy healer, what my story is. You can hear from, you know, my past clients and see everything that I have to offer. But that is, like I said, is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I loved hanging out with you, and I cannot wait until I see you guys next time. Bye-bye.